Hello, this video is the psychology of living in your van. I actually made this, it was about 10 minutes long this morning, but then I accidentally deleted it before I had a chance to upload it or put it on my computer. I tried to delete the extra files that they have, those little blank things, and then when I went to hit delete, like I hit the home button and then it like somehow detected, it like elected the video that I made and then it deleted it. So I gotta be really careful when I delete those little white things from now on. Or at least upload it before I even delete anything. So anyways, the psychology of living in your van. Well, I thoroughly enjoy living in my van, as I said before, and I love it more and more and more because I'm getting better and better at it. But some people might think that it might be difficult because they might think that it is. I'm going to make this really fast because I already did this video and I don't like doing the same video twice. It's frustrating. Some people might think that it's stressful, and it's not stressful to me, but some people might think that it's stressful because you may feel like lonely because or bored because you don't, like, people want to have their little living room to hang out in by themselves, have their little private area. But you know, you do get your private area when you're in your car. You have all that you need. If you have a van like me, you have your living room, you have your bedroom, and that's all you need. And it's even better because I can move around and, you know, live next to the ocean, have the view of whatever I want, you know, over the desert or wherever. But as far as the loneliness, you know, like moving around, living in your van, some people might get lonely because, you know, they go to some new town, they don't know anybody, and it's like, who are they going to hang out with? Well, I don't deal with any of that because I'm busy all the time. I think living in your van would work great if you're a busy person. You've always got something to do because there's no distractions. Living in your van, you don't have to clean. You don't have to spend time cleaning it up. You have extra time to do whatever you want, and you don't have to waste any time, you know, maintaining all the shit that you have. And so it's great for keeping you on track. And if you're like me and you're always like busy, and you always feel like you're behind. You have all this list of things in your head that you need to do, but it's like years before you get around to doing it because you just don't have the time because you're busy all the time. Living in a car is perfect because you have all day to do it. And so it's and a lot of people are busy. So if you're like that, you should just move in a van. And also psychologically, it saves. You can save money. You don't have to like kick yourself like, why am I wasting so much money? How come I can't have any money? You just don't spend money if you live in your van, and you can cook for yourself just as easily. You just put your food in a cooler and cook it with your little camp stove, and you know, carry your water around like me with this thing. Now, as far as like finding a place to stay, like, is it stressful not knowing where you're going to stay each night? It's not stressful because I've never been busted. I got busted once, but that was because I was a few months ago back in the beginning, because I was parked in the same parking lot as a police station because it was just convenient. It was next to the library, and then you know, the cop woke me up at like 9:30. He's like, "What you doing camped out and, you know, next to a cop station?" So it's like, if I'm gonna get busted anywhere, and I was like, well, the other cop said I could, because I did go in there and ask after somebody put a note on my car saying that you couldn't. But he's like, well, I used to live in my van, so I don't see a problem. If they only left a note, maybe you should wait till they ask you personally. And then the other cop, and I told the other cop that. He's like, well, it wasn't me who told you that. So he's like, if you do this again, I'm gonna arrest you. But, you know, that was about it. So for a long time, I was averse to camping in the neighborhoods, and I don't think you should camp in front of a house because it would bother somebody. It would bother me if you parked in front of my house. I wouldn't say anything unless you were there every day. But, and I would still kind of feel like a dick for mentioning something, even if you're there every day, but I'd feel like you're a dick for parking in front of my house every single day. But I wouldn't do that. I would park in a neighborhood, though, and I did recently start doing that in the suburbs, because they're big spread out neighborhoods and there's parks everywhere. So it's easy to park, but not directly in front of somebody's house. Like, park across the street from somebody's house and on the curb of the park. And I haven't done this yet, but I think I will. Park next to somebody's house, only on the side of the house where the fence is, and then just be there a day and then move on. And if I get busted, well, then I can share that story on my YouTube channel, because they do have those signs, you know, neighborhood watch, call this number if you see any suspicious activity. but there's no sign about how you can't be parked to the side of that park between this hour and that hour. They only have the signs if you go inside the parking lot. So, and then just parking lots around supermarkets and stuff. If you move around, you can get away with parking in a supermarket. 2 supermarkets I've asked permission to park in that weren't 24-hour supermarkets. They closed it. Their hours from like 5 in the morning to midnight, and they said, both of them said, well, we don't care. We wouldn't notice. Just park away from like right next to the place. So, yeah, it's really, and the longer I go living in my van with zero incident, then the more and more comfortable I'm going to be, and the more and more bold I'm going to be in parking places. So it's not stressful. In fact, I'm thinking about parking in the same place tonight as I did last night, and I slept in until like 10:30. And it was like downtown or in the town. I'm kind of a suburban-ish area, but a business area, business parking lot, but not congested. Not close to any, pretty much not an unused parking lot next to where the businesses are. So, okay, so that's the psychology of living in your van in 6 minutes and 22 seconds. That's about it.